Welcome to Wellness Wednesday, and I'm Harmony. Today I'm going to talk to you about Dvipada Shirshasana, which means two legs behind the head posture. And I was asked how somebody can work on this one, how they can start to get into it. So it's very challenging to do two legs behind the head, Dvipada Shirshasana, if Ekapada Shirshasana is not super solid and you've really taken the time and spent the time to establish yourself in that posture, and you can easily throw your leg behind your head, go forward, 5 breaths, come up, lift up, go back. If you can do all that, then you're probably ready for two legs behind the head. If you're still struggling to keep the leg behind the head, or it's killing you to go forward, or you can't really lift up, you might want to just work on that Ekapada Shirshasana a little bit longer. But for Dvipada Shirshasana, here are my tips. So in the Ashtanga yoga practice, how you enter Dvipada Shirshasana is the same way that you enter Bhujapadasana. You're going to jump both legs around your arms and sit down. Then you can kind of like relax here and put your legs down. So same idea, you want to take your left leg first. You're going to push the knee back as far as you can. And really try and, see, I take my thumb and try and push my calf back and try and get that calf to go down the back and not get stuck on the shoulder. Then you can do like a little twist here. So I'm always kind of doing a little bit of a twist to try and really work the shoulder forward in front of the calf. So you really want to get that calf going directly down the back. So the meaty part of the calf is here, rather than up here on the shoulder. Then you need to really keep your head up. And I would say you need to even be able to keep the leg back so much as to lift the chin so that you're holding the leg there now with the head and the neck. Then you have to balance by placing one hand down on the floor, the left hand, and you're going to have to take the right leg and do the same thing. Push the calf back and out of the way, and at the same time you're pushing the leg back as far as you can. And then once you get it back, you can kind of do a little extra. See, I'm pushing that calf down so it's not stuck on the shoulder. You can kind of work the feet together and find a comfortable place for the ankles and eventually point the toes. But you'll notice at no time did I let my head drop to push the leg back. I kept my head up the whole time. Then your 5 breaths here, 5 breaths lifting, and the transition is to inhale to Bakasana and exhale to jump back. So if you're going into this posture and you get your first leg back, but then when you go to take the second leg back, you're doing this and dropping your head, you'll see what happens. You end up quite crunched way down here, and it looks and feels very uncomfortable. So, first things first, Ekapada Shirshasana needs to be well established so that you can keep the leg there and lift the chest and try and sit right up before you take that second leg back and keep your head up. I haven't lost contact with you the whole time I've been talking, and getting that leg back. Push the calves so they go down the back and don't get stuck on the shoulders, and then try and find a comfortable balancing position if you can, keeping the head up. And then the lifting part is also with the toes pointed. Sometimes you can flex the ankles, reestablish the Dvipada. It squeezes the legs a little bit more, but then try to point before moving out of the posture into Bakasana and back. One other thing you can do to work this, if you're not quite at that stage yet, is to lie down and work Yogi Nidrasana. So this posture is going to, again, you're taking that left leg back and really try and do like almost a Kashibasana position here. You can check out my other video for Ekapada Shirshasana sort of helpful stretches, and then try and take the right leg back. And you can spend some time here kind of just pushing, maybe pushing on your hips, pushing on the legs, stretching the arms, doing whatever you need to do to kind of just spend some time there in like a Yoga Nidrasana position to allow the muscles of the back to lengthen slowly over time. Now it's really important that you be very careful working on this posture. It's one of the easiest ways to injure your low back, so you really need to go slowly, be patient, take your time with it, don't rush, and you'll get there eventually. So just keep at it and keep trying, and remember, one leg behind the head is much easier than two legs behind the head. So spend the time you need in Ekapada Shirshasana with one leg first. Thanks for listening.